Like, how'd you go about, like, getting people to take you serious? Like, were you out there just handing out your CDs, mixtapes, whatever it is? Like, what was that process like from when you first started to, I guess, that time Later Rival came out?
Yeah, like it's crazy because when I first started rapping, like seriously, it was like around like 2011, 2012, and like that was like that blog era time. And we had this venue in my area called Jack's, later known as Empire. And there's this guy, shout out Henny. He's still killing it today. He managed Gold Link. He helped put crew together. He still manages Masego, I believe, and Smino, a bunch of other artists. But he was just kind of the guy you went to if you wanted to open up for shows. And he had a studio and was helping artists out, especially younger dudes. So the process was you would get like, you know, 50 tickets to open up for a show, and if you sell 30, that's what you got to pay back. Whenever you make on top is like your profit. So I always took advantage of like the other schools in the area. We were starting to like party with other schools, and Instagram and Twitter was first like really becoming known. So I made it a point to like get out and go to other schools and get cool with people and like, yo, pass these mixtapes out. I had mixtapes at the time and was handing CDs out and going to parties, freestyling, battling people, whatever, and just like developing my buzz online. So I would just get people tickets. So you sell these tickets, I'm opening for Currency or Logic or whoever.
Yeah.
And I bring out pretty big crowds. There were even times where I had more crowds than the main guy. And
Yeah.
that's when I was like, oh shit, like okay, like I'm doing something. So, that was a cool time. And I always say this where, back then like the grassroots method was like effective. Like people
100%.
really like to discover new artists at shows. I remember I'd seen Mac Miller, Henny had booked him for his first show in Virginia, and he came to Jack's. I was like 15 at the time, and Logic opened, and everybody's like, yo, who is this dude? Like kind of glasses and shit. Like,
Yeah.
And but I peeped him after, and he got a lot of fans from that show, and he kept opening for Big Crit, other people, and he was developing a buzz that way, performing and stuff. And within that year, he dropped a mixtape. I started rapping in that time, and then a year later, here I am opening for Logic at the same venue, and he's headlining.
Right.
So I was like, damn, man, he sold it out. And like I remember like, oh, okay, like you could really do it this way. So